There is a new walkout that is happening today, but it is different from other student walkouts. This one has to do with people walking out in favor of the Second Amendment, so they say. The quote is, students at schools, according to USA Today, across the nation plan to walk out of their classrooms Wednesday to show their support for the Second Amendment. One of the people who put together the movement, Will Riley, he's an 18-year-old from New Mexico, said, I'm watching the news and I see they're saying, well, we have to do something about this. We have to enact some sort of gun control legislation because this is what the kids are asking for. And I'm thinking, I'm not asking for that. I look at my friends and I think they're not asking for that. Someone else who agrees, Zach Bell, says, it's a vital part of our Bill of Rights. I believe it's important. Without it, we wouldn't be the country that we are today. So they're walking out as a counter protest to the individuals who have been walking out, or I guess the huge groups across the country have been walking out after the shooting in Parkland.
So there's also an article from Will Riley that he wrote in there in the Carlsbad newspaper, Carlsbad, New Mexico, where he says that millennials are more conservative about guns and want to have guns than their parents were. That's what he gave, like 66% of millennials. This is a really weird number. I will say that I think it's fantastic that young adults, the youth of America, currently has the wherewithal and the guts and the initiative to galvanize and mobilize and do these things. That's impressive, yes. But I think it's a little bit lost on this Will Riley guy because they're taking a stand so people aren't dying. It's not that we're saying you can't have guns. We just want people to die unnecessarily at the hands of guns. And furthermore, he says that the Parkland kids have now unlimited supply of funds and resources from all these people that are supporting them, so that really rubbed him the wrong way. But I think in the same vein that the whole conversation's missed on adults who have an issue with the Parkland kids is the same way that this guy's missing the point too, and that's what I got from reading his article in the paper.
Yeah, I support their right to walk out and to have whatever demonstration they want to have. It's like they're doing it for 16 minutes. I tried to find what was the significance of 16 minutes when the length of the walkout for the Parkland, for the March for Our Lives was 17 minutes for the, I think it was 17, it corresponded to the number of people killed. And it was like that amount of thoughtfulness surrounding very,
Well, they wanted to be thoughtful, but not quite as thoughtful as the other protest.
So
I think that we all, obviously, all of us on this panel support their right and their activism associated with this walkout. I wish that these kids, I think Jason said something very important, which is that there was an imperative that those other kids felt, the Parkland kids felt, that people are being slaughtered and being slaughtered in such big numbers so frequently that something had to be screamed out, and this was a way to do it. That they're walking out for the Constitution and protection of something that they care about, this matters. I wish there was this degree of activism associated with First Amendment rights. If this is the beginning of that, then I'm really excited. But I think this gun issue is just more identity politics as it's being played out. The last thing I'll say is that Parkland protest was associated with modifying the legislation. It's not wiping away the Second Amendment in the United States of guns. It is about modifying and responsibly altering the gun legislation in this country, state by state if necessary.
Yeah, we'll see. And a lot of, when you ask the Parkland kids to kind of elaborate on their aims, a lot of them are like, just fulfill the promises you've already made.
Right.
It's like Second Amendment, okay, good, I support it. Yeah, it's in the Bill of Rights, but let's fulfill the background check promises and go back to things we've already done, like assault weapons bans.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.